discussing the Philadelphia Eagles, Brian Johnson's play calling, Jalen Hurts' vision under center and like what's happening with the development of plays, and why this offense is kind of failing to get vertical, why it's failing to get over top of defenses. If you want the quick cliff notes, guys, it's got to do with the coverage. I mean, simply put, when you got teams running variations of Tampa 2 where they're keeping 3 guys back deep and closing off the middle of the field, it's a challenge to get over the top. But with that said, there are moments. We have moments that I can show you, and I'm going to run a play for you to where if the timing is right, if the protection holds up right, the play call's there, Jalen clearly sees it. It's just a missed opportunity, man. Something doesn't function correctly, right? I think we're struggling a little bit in protection with our running backs. I think it's sometimes it's circumstantial. Like this play I'm going to show you is a lot of circumstance that prevented the running back from being able to complete the task that was at hand. But there's always these little small things, guys, that are kind of messing up plays that have potential. My main takeaway from this, guys, is just hold on. I'm telling you, don't give up yet. It's about to happen. All right, y'all. Let's run the film. If you guys are following along on the All-22, it's the 11:54 mark. This is the third possession, I believe, for the Philadelphia Eagles. They had a couple really successful runs before it kind of came apart a little bit on this play, and I just want to walk through what may have happened here. To begin with, protection from these running backs. It's got to be better at times. Look, I think Swift had a couple of really nice reps on film and pass pro, and I think he had a couple where I was like, hey, man, you got to be a little better than this, man, if I'm being real. All right, let's go ahead and let's run the numbers here. This is 7-man protection, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got a 7-man protection here, right? We got 6 defenders. We're defending against 6 defenders, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 6. We're +1 here. We're +1 in protection. This is an ideal situation for a deep strike, which the Eagles are trying to get here. I think they, at this point in the game, had enough of them playing around with pretending like they're going to bring pressure, falling out from that look, and giving you 8 in coverage. I think they were getting really tired of that kind of weird variation of Tampa 2 that they were running in this game from Brian Flores. And they wanted that deep strike. It's just unfortunate, man, because these deep strikes, I'm going to tell you right now, you got to be careful doing these all-22s. You have to have a little bit of experience playing the position, guys, or have some experience coaching the position to understand the timing of these plays, because timing is everything, right? Although what I'm going to show you is a receiver splitting. He's going to split the safeties here. Understand you still have inside-outside leverage, and timing on this ball is everything, because if the timing's off, the ball's probably going to get, at worst, it's going to get knocked down. Or I should say at best, it's going to get knocked down. At worst, it's going to get picked. All right, guys, let's run this play. Let's watch the protection. Watch everyone, kind of fall around Jalen Hurts' feet. Goddard here. He's going to crack back across here and make a really nice block. Boom, decleats. But Swift loses that leverage down there, man, and he gets ahead. Let's run it one more time. All right, watch Swift this time, guys. Watch DeAndre. I don't think this is a terrible rep from DeAndre, but it allows the guy to get in at his feet. I think some of this, you could say, has a little bit to do with the fact that, they're dealing with a situation to where, yes, Goddard decleats that guy and it takes him off his feet. But at the same time, it does cause some congestion now for Swift as well. It's just one of those weird plays, man. Crap happens in a football game. Y'all know that. Sometimes, the cookie crumbles the way it crumbles for you. All right, now I want to take you back. Let's watch this play kind of run its course here. And then I want you to watch how the safeties kind of line up in the way that they're split, the way the coverage works here. Because they're going to run this concept of dual in-breaking routes with a skinny post behind it. So just to show you it from schematically what they're looking at here, right? You're going to have the skinny post kind of action here, right? Then you got A.J. Brown kind of cutting in here. And then you got Devontae cutting in here. What they're trying to really do is put this guy in conflict. They want that safety, that Tampa 2 guy, the guy that's in the middle, closing off the middle of the field. They want to put him in his eyes into trouble. And then they want Quez to split those safeties. And they get what they're looking for, to be honest. It's just a matter of the protection holding up and the timing of the play. And that's everything, guys. It's going to look like it's wide open at a certain point. And it is if the timing is perfect and the ball's out at that point. If the ball's not out at that exact moment, this ain't open no more. And you're running the risk of this becoming a terrible play if you're not careful with your timing. All right. In terms of, your deep 3 guys, 1, 2, 3, those dudes are your deep 3. So I kind of think of it this way, okay, he's playing here. He's got this back half here. This guy here is just kind of hanging in. He's the middle of the field, right? He's closing, what they call, middle of the field closed, okay? He's the close guy. He's closing off that middle of that field for you, all right? You want to look to the bottom of your screen, just to the field side, bottom of your screen, so just draw it right here from the center, okay? This is your boundary. This is your field. All right, your field side's coming open. Let's go ahead and run the play and watch it. It's open. All right, I want to take you back, and I want you to watch that wide receiver at the bottom of the screen again, guys. All right, watching down here. Watch your front man. All right now it's open. Now you got to throw it. If you don't get it out at that exact moment, guys, you're in trouble. Here's the protection one more time. You can see the protection here. 7-man protection. Boom. I know you can say, well, it's really it's a 6-man protection versus 6-man rush, and Dallas Goedert is kind of the leak man. And I do agree with that, but I mean, the way he decleats it, he basically turns it into a 7-man protection, guys. See, Goedert, watch, decleats them, then goes out into the flats here. So you could say 6-on-6, guys, and you'd be technically correct there, but just the way that he disrupted that, it basically turned into a 7-on-6 situation here. We've had moments. It's almost clicking, guys. It's almost there. I'm warning you, I wouldn't give up on this yet. There are moments when you're looking at the All-22, you can see the concepts are there. You can see we're literally just moments away from this thing turning into something really, really special here. I think it's going to happen. I think we need time to prep. I think we need time for the film. I think we need time to walk players through, especially our protection calls. We got to be better with our protection calls. I think a lot of this stuff is coming. I think it's just around the corner. I think we need to hold steady and trust the process. I know, trust the process. Nasty words for Philadelphia. But you get what I'm saying, man. Schematically, when you're looking at the All-22 and you're trying to judge why they're doing things they're doing, it makes sense. We're just, execution-wise, we're just missing by a little teeny bit. And I got a feeling it's going to turn. It's about to turn. I've said this a couple times now through tweets, guys. If you follow me on Twitter, if not, I'll link it for you so you can follow me on Twitter. I've said this a few times. Everyone keeps asking me about the flow of the offense, right? I see what you're seeing, Steve. There's definitely some plays there. Brian Johnson is drawing some stuff up that's just not being executed. But, what about the flow of offense? What's going on third downs? What's going on in the red zone? I do think we do need to be better in terms of flow, offensive flow, right? Getting the offense into rhythm, if you will. But with that said, I mean, look, if you guys haven't bought this yet, this is the Gate City Sports Journal, right? My guy, Benjamin Moore, made this, one of our cerebral members of the community here. Delaware guy, just like myself. I grew up in Newcastle County. On this, it has planning notes, right? And I use my planning notes here to basically plan out what I'm seeing on film and what I want to talk about in these videos. And if I go down on my note number 7, I say, my 6- and 7-man protections versus 6-man mug and the Eagles' lack of execution in this game. That's a big one, guys. I mean, there's no other way around this. We've got to be better at protection. We need to be better at giving ourselves the ability to take advantage of these shots, right? I mean, we do have teams playing coverage. It is incredibly difficult, right? But we know big play rate means a lot to this coaching staff. On Twitter, I made the argument that, hey, man, if teams are going to drop 8 in coverage, let's not take our shots vertically, man. Let's rework this big play rate. Let's rework that definition into those runs of 12-plus yards and just absolutely take teams' wills away from them. Because let's be real, it hurts getting beat 25 yards. It hurts getting beat over the top like that, right? Nothing hurts as much as a team running 10, 12, 15-yard runs on you all game long. Nothing is more degrading than that. Nothing is more, will take your spirit away more than that. My bottom line, my outlook on this is that, look, no matter what the noise is around the organization, okay? Block it out. As long as you keep winning, it doesn't matter. Take what the defense is giving you. The defense is going to drop 8 into coverage, right? Take the run. Take the run all day long. Take those 10, 12, 15, 20-yard plays. Because eventually, the big plays in the passing game will come. It might take a couple of games. You might have to have a couple of opponents absolutely get gutted in the run game for them to figure out they can't do that. And then the next few opponents are going to say, yeah, we're not going to allow that to happen. We're going to shut down the Eagles' run first, and then they're going to have to beat us over the top. You got to make that adjustment, man. You just take what the defense is giving you. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all's time and attention. I'll see y'all in the next video. Don't forget, guys, if you want the journal, I'll link it for you down below. My guy Benjamin Moore is the creator of the journal. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next video.